Welcome to the weekly challenges. We have some new ones. Happy Easter, happy April Fools, because 3 of these are April Fools. One of them is Easter. We're doing the Easter one first because that's the last one that can't be done in like something otherworldly. So we have these challenge ones. I'm gonna do them. So this one's in. I'm gonna tell you where they are, but you can still figure it out. So this one is in uninstalling Roblox. This one's in English Decisions. This one's in Pursuit. This one's right over there. This one is right over there. This one's in wall punching. So we're gonna start off with the ones in the intermediate area, and then the ones in there, and then we're doing these ones, just to kind of like show it in like hardest easiest, I guess. But yeah, overall these are kind of fun. I don't know. The April Fool's events are always really fun to play because it's just like spring, just a good time. I don't know. I always see it as a really fun time ever since I've been playing JToH and actually playing the April Fool's events. So yeah, for this one you have to get all the way to floor 3. It's weird. They're kind of just like hidden throughout the steeple. You just have to figure out where they literally are located, or just find a guide. This is kind of a guide for this. I mean, what I'm gonna do for the last one, because this one's weird, you have to do the secret ending of Silver Bug's life, and you have to find a bunch of jellies and stuff. So I'll link a guide for that, but I will just say how to get to each royal jelly, and then I'll just beat the steeple. I'm not the steeple, the citadel. So it's gonna kind of be in like multiple parts. But yeah, that's what I'll do for that. And hopefully you remember that skill from last year if you actually did the citadel then. Because I beat that still like 5 times or something. I beat it quite a bit. Yeah, the egg's right there. Thankfully nothing too bad. It's with the egg-shaped thing. It's obvious with these, but I'm terrible at solving puzzles. Even though I'm actually a tiny bit smart. I can't solve puzzles without being told how to do the puzzle. But yeah, you gotta get to above the egg, and then you just kind of jump on it. Just go whoopsies. You got the egg, reset, but don't leave the game. The eggs don't save. You have to do all of them inside of the game, because if you disconnect, you have to get all the ones you've gotten. So just be mindful of that. You have to do it in the server in one sitting. I think it's not too bad. There's only 6 eggs. A good Easter thing to do, because I'm actually doing this on Easter, so happy Easter, and tomorrow, which is April Fools, happy April Fools. I recommend doing these. It kind of kicks off the event. But yeah, the next one is in Steeple of Wall Punching. This one's with the monochrome one. The other one was at the domain. You just gotta roll over the monochrome ball. Get the egg. It's in the corner. That one's really simple. Now we're going to do the ones over here. So I'm going to start off with the Steeple of Pursuit. That one's a bit more difficult, but basically it's the magma one. It's pretty obvious that one's Pursuit. The other ones, they can be a bit tricky. So let's get into Steeple of Pursuit. Run. So you just gotta run. You have to go here, and you have to get to floor 4. There's a little maze thing. You have to find it in that maze. It's really easy to do that. So yeah, you just have to not be the worst at gameplay for a couple seconds, which shouldn't be too bad. This is only like medium difficulty, which, yeah, it's medium difficulty. It could swap with low, I guess, but those two are similar in difficulty, so it doesn't really matter. Also, apparently somebody beat mind breaking as a first tower. Okay, first tower in JToH, that could be. Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that problem though. I'm just gonna move on to this. I remember beating the steeple. I'm getting off track. My goal is to be actually on track. So yeah, this gameplay is very sight readable. It's nothing too difficult. But yeah, you ultimately got to get to floor 4. This is floor 4. So you just have to do this, and you have to get into the maze. And you can search everywhere, but just go to the right. You'll find the egg right there. Just have to go there, go to the right. and you'll find it. And yes, you can reset your character, but just don't rejoin or leave the server at all. See, I got the first 3. I'm not rejoining. I don't want to do this anymore. This is really fun, though. I really recommend doing this week's weekly challenges. That's why I'm actually going to rush to get these ones out. Yeah, next up we have to do Steeple of Meaningless Decisions. You have to get to floor 3. You really have to get to kind of floor 4. But ultimately, just try to do the first 3 floors normally. You'll see the egg because it's in an unreachable spot, but it's very reachable. You just have to get beyond that, just like Steeple of Uninstalling Roblox. It's nothing too bad. There's probably many skips on these early couple floors too. Yeah, this is like the easiest. I think this is easier than Tower of Annoyingly Simple Trials 2. Let's look at the difficulty. Yeah, it's literally the 3rd easiest tower / steeple in the game. I'm pretty sure it's the easiest steeple in general. I mean, look at this. Tower of Zero Disturbances beats it. Somehow, with its complex mechanics. But hey, also apparently I'm allergic to this steeple. Apparently. You never know. So yeah, you just gotta get to floor 3. You can see it somewhere, but you kind of have to get on top of this structure right here to jump down onto it. You'll see. So now you're just gonna kind of do this. These I recommend just trying to go with the momentum, quickly jumping off. They can get a bit weird, a bit quickly. The reason why this is not the easiest thing here. So yeah, as you see, the egg's right there. You have to go on top of that structure to get there. So you pretty much have to get to floor 4 to be able to get this one, but the egg is nonetheless on floor 3. So yeah, I'm glad the JToH staff did something that's a little bit Easter event-ish. I mean, I guess technically there is an Easter event. It's this one weekly challenge. Let's see the eggs right there. You could probably lag high jump, but it's better just to do a little bit more gameplay to then just jump down. That's that egg. It's got faces on it. It describes what the egg looks like with where it's at. It's weird. I could not have done these by myself. So that's all of those. Now there's 2 left. One of them's right there, the other one's right there. We're going to pick the one over there in the advanced area first. So it's basically to just look for a high structure. So you just got to quickly go across this. Or quickly, take as much time as you want. Just be able to get there before the weekly challenges end, essentially. So you just go up here. It's hiding behind this side of the rock. It's not visible, but once you see it, you see it. You can't unsee it ever again. And that's that one. I will show which A goes to which again, just for that. Just to have an idea of which one is actually looking for, because you might only need help on one of the eggs. For this, I recommend just jumping down this way. You can go down all that side of the gameplay, though. Basically, see this little area, it's this way. You just go inside, it's that egg on the corner, and you complete the challenge. Let's go. I did this one without losing internet for 5 seconds. I think I lost internet for a couple seconds, but I got it, so yeah. This goes to that, that goes to that, that goes to that, to that, to that, to that. So that's that. Now we gotta go all the way to Ring 1 to go to something otherworldly. Now, I don't know if you can actually do 2 of the weekly challenges in once, because you have to do the secret ending of Citadel of a Bug's Life. But that might just only be unlocking it. You don't know. But we're gonna do a different. We're gonna do Tower of Lola Lemonade just because of that. And this isn't April Fool's. I'm actually doing like commentary stuff on this. I'm gonna try to get this out quickly. But yeah, as you see, the next 3 challenges are those. These are the weekly things though. 3, 5, 9, 15, or 5, 8, 14, 23. I'm not gonna do the math on that. I'm bad at math. But yeah, let's go somewhere. You could go to Fool's Ring 9. Why would you go there though? You'd probably either do Terrain World. Terrain World's probably the better option, because it's got a good tower with the badge. Let's just do this one actually, but this one might be slightly better to go to. Let's see which one you get teleported to first. Terrain World. The reason I picked this one is the steeple is the tower is really short. Go here. This was one of the towers that had a badge, Tower of High Quality Fishing Boat. Sorry about that, I had to do something. Oh boy, let's get back to this. Oh my gosh, again? Okay, I was gonna say. But yeah, let's actually try to do this tower now. Unless I have to go leave and literally do something. But yeah, I recommend doing this one. It's quite the short one. Which... oh boy, that was a close one. That's why I picked to do this one, and... yeah. It's overall pretty easy. You could do Lola Lemonade, but that tower can take a few minutes. Yeah, this tower was one that had a badge. That's all I know. It's either this or Goobies. So that's why the challenge is beginner, because you can do some really easy ones. They probably want you to do Lola Lemonade, but if this one works, it works. Let's see if it does. If it doesn't, then I just wasted all this time going into here, but yeah, just avoid the red fish. Just avoid them at all costs. That's what's gonna kill you in this simple tower. So yeah, this was one of many of this. You could do tower round platforming, but please don't. You don't have to. It's a challenging and that. It's also the one with the badge in April Fool's 2021, so there's no point. And this is what I recommend. It takes 90 seconds to beat this tower. So that's that. Let's see if we get the badge. We got the badge, so it was useful after all. So yeah, I would highly recommend doing that one. So please do that one, as that a lot of people are going to do Lola Lemonade because it's medium, but that one's, although a little bit more difficult, way shorter and probably overall way better. So yeah. Also, some of the jumps on Lola Lemonade can be a while, so yeah. That's what I'd recommend for that one, just like really in general. Yeah, you have to go through multiple areas, but you're gonna get it done. Also, my arms are tight. Alright, let's not go in those portals. Let's go into something otherworldly for the last two, which are gonna be incredibly difficult. Oh boy. So you have to get multiple jellies. Yeah, there's a lot of people here. I got a feeling a lot of them are doing Lola Lemonade. One of them's doing Lola Lemonade. So yeah, let's do the winter. We got to get to floor 5 of Steeple of Gears Locked Up because it's cold. I actually played the Steeple like yesterday, so I can do the first 3 floors just fine. But yeah, the only problem you're gonna have is floor 3 on this one. That's the only reason why this is advanced. It's actually because you only have to reach floor 5 and not beat this. This is challenging to floor. I mean, the jumps on floor 3 can be quite difficult, but they're nerfed and they're overall not too bad. Also, having glow detail mode on in here is scary. It's scaring me. So let's just turn that off. It's April Fools. They're really, you can easily handle them, unless you somehow can't, which I would question. I mean, I could see why maybe like some computers might not be able to handle this, because just steep Citadel of a Bug's Life, which I hope they have a Citadel like that, but they probably won't this year, or maybe this is their way of saying we're not having an April Fool's event this year, which would suck, but there's not much that can happen about that. Hey, we got these cool weekly challenges at least. I mean, they're only going to be here for a week, so you got to get them. Yeah. This is also the only time you're going to see this area filled ever again. So if you want to beat Steeple of Gears Locked Up because it's cold, now's the time. It took me like a week to beat, so it wouldn't take that long. And yes, I did beat the Steeple when it was actually, when the April Fool's event was there. I just took a month and a half to upload the video, my completion of it, because I don't know, it took me a while. It's actually a steeple that grows on you slightly. And I think it might be when that's if you really feel like it though. 4-5 is its own thing. It really is. But yeah, this is why this challenge kind of sucks. There's also one jump on 4-4, but yeah, you just kind of have to do these tight wraps jumps. They're not too bad, and they get really consistent after a while. This jump's a bit weird because this can glitch a little bit. You just have to go out. You just have to do a reverse head hitter. And then that I just recommend flicking. It's overall the reason why this challenge is where it is. It's short, but it can pack a punch, especially if you've never played the steeple before. Since I've played this before, and a little bit before the nerfs, it's not going to be too bad of a challenge. But yeah, once you do that, though, you're on floor 4, which you have to do a couple simple jumps, but then you have this. It's horrible. Then once you do it, you're on floor 5. I'm not going to try to do floor 5. No, thank you. I've beaten the steeple. I'm never beating it again. So that's that. But now we have to do Citadel of a Bug's Life. There's a lot of royal jellies in this. You have to get a specific amount of royal jellies, and then you have to use those royal jellies to get something, and then you have to beat the entire citadel. So I'll actually get a guide on, so I'll find a guide, put it in the description on how to actually do this entire thing. I guess they were, so this is creepypasta, so I'm not going there. But yeah, oh boy, let's get to this. There's a few hidden royal jellies. There's a couple that I know at the top of my head. Like there's one in the shop that I do know of. So if you go into the shop right here, you see this hole, you just go up here, you go around, and please, for the love of God, if you have this on key display limit at all, turn it off. It's gonna make things way better. But yeah, you have to go here, you have to do this simple obby. Don't die, you have to do this huge obby. Yeah, there's these just royal jellies. You gotta get them all, and I will show the locations of all of them, as I don't remember anything in this citadel. It's been a while. Okay, you could just go that way to get out. And now we have this, so you do have to actually vote. You can vote red or blue. I'm gonna vote red because it's right here. But yeah, every area has a royal jelly, except for maybe a couple. But for this one, for example, you have to do this. You just have to put all these. You gotta spawn all these. However, you spawn this one. That's a good question. We're just gonna do a dance thing. These might be a bit broken, actually. But essentially, you just gotta spawn all of these. And a thing is, you could just dance clip into there to spawn the royal jelly, but you gotta spawn all these. I think what you have to do is you have to spawn the orange one and then the yellow one, which spawns a red one, which spawns a purple one. Yeah, that's what you have to do. And that's what kind of ultimately spawns all of them. Already spawned a purple one. But now you have to get the green one. But how do I get the green one? That's simple. You can either dance clip or find a button. I recommend just dance clipping in there. It's easier. You just do this. Makes you not have to do it. You just spawn this, and then you can get that royal jelly. So it's a lot of royal jelly findings. Oh my gosh, oh my god, almost. No! Oh, that could have been bad. Alright, we got through. So as you can now collect the royal jelly. Now we're gonna vote. So you have to go into this, and you just have to vote. You can vote here or the blue, and I'm just gonna vote in the red one because it's here. Oh yeah, I don't remember any of these answers. This is bad. Oh, I think this one. I'm guessing this one, and I got them. But Jay can get that, and now I recommend doing all these. So yeah, there's blue crew, there's that, and you have to find multiple royal jellies. The next one's in here, and yes, you do actually have to get these challenges done. So after this point, I'm not gonna know where any of these are because, well, I don't know where anything is. Unfortunately, I haven't played this Citadel in a year. I already said that twice, but I gotta repeat myself. This challenge isn't too bad. You have to jump from these to these. You have to keep... Watch those. Simple, you just go around there and you get your royal jelly. And then you gotta complete the challenge after this. So I hope you probably have some skills, so this won't take too long, but it's worth completing. We got weekly challenge, waiting for the April Fool's event to release. Maybe even an Easter event too, if those ever happen again. Which I missed the one because I was playing this game. I mean, I was, but not. I didn't do that event. Alright. Now we have one thing left to do here. No, we have two things left to do here. Three things left to do. I'm missing so much. But yeah, after I solve this, I'm just going to look up a guide for this. I'm going to link that guide in the description, and then I'll guide you how to do them so you don't have to do anything. So yeah, this one's cool. You have these lucky blocks, which you got to hit them, which unlocks gameplay, and every time you hit one, it's kind of like customized morphers. You just hit the next one, and you go down here, hit this one, hit a block, and then you see this truss right here. You gotta go on top of this truss, hit this, it spawns another one, and another one, and you can get that royal jelly. So these mean nothing. Like, actually, these mean nothing. Thought I didn't get the royal jelly for a minute. That would have been bad. You see everything's collected from there. You can see this. This, again, does nothing too much. But yeah. Now it's time for this one and that one. Let's do this one next, because this one, it's a bit tricky. It's not too bad, though. It's pretty much just extra challenge. Just... yeah, it is. It's good to know where all the royal jellies are. So for this, you have to jump on. You have to go on this. And you have to jump to this truss. You have to go onto this. Kind of just bounce around. Bounce through this, and then you have 1 second to jump to this platform. Jump all the way. I jumped to the wrong spot. Whoopsies. Well, had to happen eventually. So. So gotta go through here. We gotta jump on top there. Now you just do that. I don't know what I'm doing. But then you see this mechanic. It moves your camera around and it makes these jumps a bit more difficult. Nothing too bad, but it can mess with your perception a lot. So just be mindful of that. And then you have two things to do. You gotta go this way and this fun path, which isn't too bad, but man, it can be a bit difficult. Once you do that, you get your royal jelly. I got the royal jelly. Let's go. Still have yet to get that. Yeah, this is weird. This also affects your momentum too, which is weird, but hey, finally did it. Now we have to do this challenge and we're done with this entire lower section. You want to make sure you have all the royal jellies and everything from this so you can continue on. That haven't done too much, but eventually we'll have to do a ton of walkings, so it almost doesn't matter. Yeah, this, you just have to go around, get to here, which is actually pretty tight. But eventually you gotta go here. You have another balloon path, which is a bit glitchy, but basically the royal jelly's there. And you have to get that royal jelly by actually completing this one entirely. So yes, you do have to actually beat this normally. But unfortunately, this is a bit buggy. Yeah, you'll eventually get it down. Yeah, at least the events are actually not broken. They were broken for like half a year, from like mid 2022 to late. Also, that finally works. But yeah, basically you have to do this challenge thing, which if you fail, it's not too bad, but you just have to dodge those blue things. They're not too bad, but you hit this. You see that it spawns that. You you have to make your way back. And oh, by the way, failing removes that, so you have to do this until you literally make it back, which is a bit more difficult. It's only a optional secret ending unless you're doing weekly challenges. You just gotta be mindful on these. But hey, thankfully, if you somehow fluke everything like me just now, you'll be able to do that. So those are all of those. So now we have to continue on. So you see those two. I recommend going this way, just because everything you need goes up to there, and then you can do that. Yeah, that's Lola Lemonade. But yeah, you actually have to go around. Doesn't matter how you do that. Let's get to this one, because this one's pretty difficult, and these two are relatively easy to do. Also, everything kind of flows to that way. So there's a lot of walking involved. You can beat this pretty quickly, but it can take a while. So for this one, you have to beat everything. Yeah, it's like corner flip stuff, but it's not too bad. It's just this weird mechanic. Yeah, these mechanics are a bit difficult, but I would recommend just having a good way to flip, so you can wrap to the right and the left. I hit the F, which I'm now used. I hit the letter F key, which sucks, but hey, it's not too bad. It's just a simple flipping mechanic with terrible jumps. Yeah, I think you can actually double jump from it. And then you have to go around. Oh, I see what you gotta do. It's not too bad of a mechanic. You have to learn it, though, and relearn it. Okay, hey, that challenge is finally done. Oof. But remember, you're not done with the challenge yet. You still have to get your thing, and then you have to do this beat block thing. It's not too bad, but you just have to constantly keep moving. Oh my gosh, it's horrible, but doing this one isn't too bad. You get some cool music in the meantime, though. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. I might just cut to my completion of this. I did it! Oh my gosh. That was horrible, but I did it, finally. Just have to get pushed down. But yeah, that's that. Once you could just simply go back this way, and yeah. And now you're done with that one. It's horrible. But now we have some spiders. Now this royal jelly is really easy. You can see it's right there. So you have to complete this one, and this one might actually be the easiest. You just have to jump on these spiders, and then you just have to kind of complete this one. You gotta be quick though, as these are quite literally timed, but I mean, kind of. But you gotta go through this, which then you can just wrap to this. You get your royal jelly, and then try to go back this way so you can actually continue without having to reset all that gameplay. So you can just quickly go here, jump onto this, quickly jump to here, and then just jump down into this hole. You just go around, jump onto this, and you can get the thing you need. So yeah, it's just, you're getting a lot of keys. A lot of them. But now we have this challenge. This one's kind of difficult. It can take a while, especially if you don't know what you're doing. But yeah, you gotta jump where that green is, that lower green, because it'll be too high otherwise. So you just have to jump up to this, and then you have to wrap around all the way to here. You have to go onto this, hit this, and then you just have to go around to here. You'll see a little gap that's towards the far end of this. You just have to go onto that. Once you're done, you just wrap around, and then you just have to do all this. And you just have to hit this. flick to there, jump up, and actually get the thing. No, I fell at the very end. I'll meet you guys at the end of this. I don't want to bore your time with me trying to do this, as I likely fluked it all. Alright, so yeah, I got that one finally. You'll just that was a really long pause, but yeah, you have to go up here, and then you eventually have to walk all the way down to there. I'll just cut to pretty much being over there, but once you complete these 2 challenges and 3 that are over here, you have to go all the way down here, just walk all the way across this. There's a staircase. I'll cut to just getting there. But yeah, you have to go down to this little area, and then you have to type these things. I actually have something pulled up here, because I don't play B Swim Simulator. You have to put basic B, cool B, digital B, oh, wrong one, shy B, demo B. Oh my gosh, I'm actually horrible at this. This one is this one is something. This one's shy B. This one is digital B. This one is on it. This one is gummy bear. Gummy bear. This one is Asian giant hornet. This one is Mondo chick. Mondo chick. Man, I can't type anything these days. And then you have a mosquito, and then you have Mario. And that's how you get that one. That one was horrible. But yeah, you have this one. That one's really easy. I'm actually going to do this one first because, yeah, this one's easy. So you just have to simply cross this. Simply do wrap around. I mean, the royal jelly's right there, but I'm just going to guide on this real quick just because it's weird. You have this glue mechanic thing. It slows you down, which, yeah, you go really slow. So let's just get this one done. I can't wait for the April Fool's event this year. Man, if I actually release this on time, but yeah, this one's cool. You have to go into the snail house. You'll get your potion again. I don't know why I paused there so much, but you can get that. It's really easy. I don't know how I fluked that. It's actually really difficult. That one took me like half an hour to do initially. But yeah, you have to do a dance thing. You just have to go into the /E dance 2, and then you just go to the side. And you can do that. So now I have to walk really far. As you see, I'm going to try to show this. You just walk down here. You walk all the way to this red thing, and then you go up there. I'll meet you at the red thing just to save a minute or so. Wait a minute. I forgot this. And whoops. So yeah, I forgot. You have to do this one. I don't know how, but whoops. So on this one, which I literally somehow almost left out, and this one you have to find these sword things throughout the map. The first one is right here. You gotta go all the way to the left. You see there's something right there. You just have to get this, and then you have to wait for these walls to kind of just move. And then the next thing you have to do is you have to go behind here. Just walk across, walk back, and then that's the second one. And then you have to just jump out. And then you just have to go here. You have to jump here. Go to this. And then you just have to do this. And then for the third one, you have to go behind there to get the apple. Just walk across. Then you just have to do this without jumping because you can't jump. Lovely. But now you can. But wait a minute, you're missing one more. I said 4. Just wrap around to there, you get your sword thing, and you can just jump back up. And that's how you do that one. Now, for real, let's actually walk across there. And I can't believe I almost forgot that one. Basically, you gotta go up to here. And you got your 2 requirements, if you didn't forget the pineapple one like me. You gotta go here, and then you have these. We're gonna do this one first because this one's the most difficult out of them all. Basically, down in here, you have to speed run this because this rises. It's thankfully really easy, as you just have to kind of go around. All of these, I don't have to go as slow as I am on this, but you just have to go around. It doesn't rise too fast, but you still want to go quick because if you fail, you could actually save, but you just need to go at a decent enough pace. And a little bit of a slightly faster because of that. See, it's really close to me. You just have to go around. You get this, but now you have to go on to lap 2. Lap 2 buffs everything this time. So yeah, lap 2 is not too bad. It's just a harder version of everything. There. Oh my, that took a while. Also, that was a cool save I had at the end. But yeah, that's that challenge. I was too busy trying to concentrate. This one, you gotta dodge the cactus. This one's pretty easy to find, the royal jelly. It's hidden at the very end of this, so you just have to complete this one. Since normally, don't forget you don't have items, so it's not too bad. So we just have to do these, just run across everything. They don't do too much damage, and yes, you do have to go down from there to there. I just was able to read it in time. And then you just have to jump on these non-damaging spikes, along with doing some gameplay. Now at the very end, this is where you actually have to find. You just have to go around this one. Royal jellies inside of the cactus on this side. So when you're at the very end, just circle around this top cactus. It's the side facing this way, facing towards the portal entrances, which is this way. Now that that one is done, let's save this for last. So you get this mechanic on this one. You just have to do these. It's just kind of a speedrunning thing in general, so it's not too bad. You just kind of have to do this. This mechanic's maybe you have to hit this, and you have to hit that mechanic. You have to hit the one on that's behind. That's what unlocks royal jelly. It's a pretty simple one. I think I messed up. Yes, I messed up. So yeah, for this one, you just simply have to wrap around to there. I would recommend waiting for that to end if you fail, because it takes a lot of those seconds up. As you see, it connects that one. And too bad, I should have explained it there. But we're just going to wait. As you see, it's ending in 5 seconds. I don't think we're going to have a problem. Overall, this is pretty fun to do. I recommend doing it during April Fool's time. Especially if you didn't do it last year. Wow. But yeah, just remember, we got to hit this one. I recommend hitting that 40, then the 5. So you can actually make it. And they have to hit this, hit the 6, go here. What am I doing? Oh my god, that could have been bad. Whew. And then you have to hit this one, hit it in that order because you were able to get all of them done in the exact amount of time you needed. Now you just have 2 seconds to each do all of these, 5 seconds to do some wraparound stickouts, and then you'll have a couple seconds left to get your royal jelly. So now there's 2 left, which you have to Go. No, there's a couple left. So you have to go forward. You just have to follow this a lineup if you want to, but you just have to hit buttons. They just tell you to go forward, go left. And yeah, these are buttons. You can easily see them. You just hit them. You just have to follow them. Go forward, then you just have to go right. And just keep hitting the button until it tells you to go that way. Go down, that just means S. And then get your royal jelly. So now it's this challenge. It's not too bad. You get this cool button mechanic thing. Or basically just have to hit this, then you just have to go quick on these ones because they quickly fade away. It's a very trial and error one. Yeah, just wait, they do deactivate. Just have to kind of keep following them. This beginning part isn't too bad. But then you have the next section. What? Can't see anything. Oh, I see. That one's a bit weird. But yeah, it's just ultimately this button timing. You'll get teleported to this place. Have your brightness on max, folks. So basically, you gotta find 3 buttons all while a monster is chasing you. If that monster chases you, you are done for. It basically teleports you back, but you have to find 3 things. Like really, the cards. That's the monster yelling. It doesn't actually kill you; it just teleports you back to the start of this maze where you have to find your buttons. Thankfully, the buttons stay activated, I believe. Remember, I've done this while it sees me. I think, I don't know. Oh, that. Yeah, I don't know. But hey, you get this one. That's over here. I genuinely don't know where these are. All I know is there's 3 of them. You have to find them. You just have to pray the monsters and chasing you. Makes that annoying sound. But if I do find one spot, I will. Hopefully, I come by. I will show you where where the royal jelly is. It's actually right here. Perfect. But basically, this royal jelly is really close to the green one because you just go to this right, and then you just go around here, and then you go around here. You can find the green one. So that's nice. So if you're at the green one, just go to the right, and then to the right, and then you'll see the royal jelly right there. So we're missing one more. Not bad. No, it saw me. It saw me. That's the monster thing. It just goes around. It makes a sound every time it moves. If you hear it, it means it's close. This means you're likely gonna die. Well, I mean, you're not. It's just teleporting you back. And you're likely gonna get it a couple times, finding it. But yeah, this is really just look around until you find all 3. You must have 3 power generators. I only have 2. Lovely. It's not too bad. You just have to keep going around. And I found it. Would you look at that? Lovely. Now I just have to not get hit by the monster. No monster, no monster, no monster. I know it's close. I think I go this way. Yes. That's how you do that. Just to do exactly every single movement I did, I guess. I don't know. And that challenge is done. You have most of the jellies that you need. You just have to go up this section. And oh boy, you gotta do a lot of walking for this. You can have your music up, and I'm thinking about being Tower Never Swinging All Grand eventually, but probably not. There's a lot of stuff releasing, so we'll see. So you have to go up here, and then you have to do this. You got to get to the very end before the boss, which is in that mood, right up there. You can figure that out with ultra low detail mode. But yeah, you have to complete this, and at the very end is where your last royal jelly is. So this just combines. You can return. But yeah, you just gotta do every single mechanic again. I don't know why. Some of them are better have to not be seen again. Some of them are actually pretty cool and would be cool to see in some main towers. They probably all are reused mechanics though. But yeah, this one you have to go forward and back a couple times, so just be mindful of where they are. And then you get to go. Oh yeah, get these bubbles. You just have to go across all three bubbles. Whoops. This isn't too bad. But yeah, this section can take a while. It's kind of trial and error. You're just relearning all the mechanics. They're not too bad though. What the? How was I that curved out and not fell off? Man, I think I'm gonna have to meet. I'll meet you guys near the top unless I make it this time. Then I'll just go here. But yeah, it's that. Those just teleport you back there. I'm assuming. I mean, they have to, or else would they go? But otherwise, yeah, this is. So this section, it also takes a while. Everything's very learny in this Citadel. You have to actually do the gameplay. Even if you're looking at a guide, it's still gonna take a good minute to do. Also, why was one of them delayed that badly? I'm not gonna question it. But hey, that section, oh yeah, you get this mechanic. Now this section used to be entirely hard. This whole Citadel used to be way harder. I've actually been the enough version on the secret ending and the normal ending. Not to brag. Actually, I'm quite literally bragging about it. But yeah, for this mechanic, you just kind of have to wrap around. Just treat it normally, just you gotta be a bit weird. Makes these jumps a bit difficult. And they just have to dodge this, pray you don't hit it. And they just have to do this ungodly mechanic. And you don't want to mess up because it's so dark you won't be able to see. But yeah, you just have to do this mechanic. No, I messed up. I'll be back up there. Alright, I'm back. So you just have to follow that. This one, that last one goes diagonal. You have to actually go here. It's important to do those quickly, but once you're done, you just go back here. That's the last royal jelly. And now the backtracking begins. You can go down here, in fact, there's good things to do. Like being allergic to the Citadel, apparently. Also, yeah, this event in one day is going to be a year old. Wow. Thankfully, the boss fight's pretty easy on this. Well, you might fail it once, but yeah, you can go here. There's just that. But you have to go a specific path. Just follow what I do. You first got to get down to this pineapple area. But you have to kind of follow the way I'm going to get your ultimate royal jelly. And yes, you do have to walk all the way back afterwards. But basically, you just have to go here and then just follow everything. You have to go very far. Basically, once you're here, you just go down this path. Go down to here. And then you are in the alpha glitch zone. You get this crazy sound stuff. And then you have to go all the way to the required ingredients, which are conveniently right here. You just put all your royal jellies into this. It unlocks the super jelly thing, and yeah, at this point you can have it all, but you go on to this, and now you have to make your way all the way back. Alright, I'm just about back, so yeah. You got the Star Royal Jelly. Now it's just time to do the last of the couple mechanics. I hope you remember the mechanic of flipping. I think you can jump. No, but you can do that. But yeah, once you're done with that, you just have to do that, and then once you have both of those, now you go literally into the moon, and now you have to do the boss fight, which is actually not that hard, but you might fail it once if you don't know what you're doing, if you're sight reading this. But yeah, overall not too bad of a boss fight. Pretty fun. Still's pretty fun. You just have to deal with Vector, and yeah, now you just have to go a very specific path. But yeah, we just have to do this boss fight. And then we're done with these weekly challenges, which have taken me like, let's see how long. I've been recording for 72 minutes. I've been doing these for like an hour and a half. Actually, not too bad. So this will take a solid 2 hours. Pretty fun. I highly recommend doing these challenges. They're holiday related, very fun, and yeah, just have to do this, and we'll complete this last one. Let's go. So yeah, these are very doable, and yeah, we just have to wait for this. We just have to wait for Vector. This boss fight's actually kind of long, but you can do it. And yeah, so let's just read this. You can read it on your own. I don't care. And they have a lot. Is there a way to skip this dog? I don't want to be mean though. This Citadel is huge. It delayed Zone 8 release apparently. Oh yeah, Vector. I think this red stuff kills you. Don't touch it. Don't touch the red stuff. It's deadly. Also, there's a giant snail that chases you. You're faster than the snail though. So yeah, just be mindful of that. You have to literally run all the way around. There's a lot, but you've probably done this before, and I can spoil stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of dialogue. It throws you off with actually having to do stuff. So yeah, just be mindful of your health. Try to keep your health high, but thankfully in some of the stages it's really easy. Some spots you might take a couple hits, but nothing too bad. And you don't want to die because you have to redo everything. Thankfully it'll take half as long. So just be mindful of that. It's only can take half as long. You'll have these laser puddles. Avoid them. You can hit this button if you want. It doesn't do much. Eventually though you'll have to hit it. Yeah, just avoid the laser puddles. They're bad. Nothing too crazy. Imagine if it broke. No, it did not. Now you have to hit the button. When the button's a different color, you actually have to hit it. Yeah, make sure I have LDM mode off. You can have them off on these April Fool's events. They're usually pretty small. This one's kind of big, so you might have actually lagged a little bit. But yeah, like 2022, 2021, smaller events, very like playable. Yeah, I'm excited to see what this year's Fool's event. What do you think it's gonna be? Put in the comments because, well, I mean, April Fool's event's gonna be out like tomorrow. But I mean, as of making this, it's March 31st, and it's not like we did an entire Citadel made of parkour. So you gotta get on this quickly before that goes red. You get this really difficult, very tight placed gameplay, which if you fail it, you're done for. Speaking of done for, I might be done for. My internet is scaring me a little bit. No. Man, this is bad. Thankfully, though, you just have to do this parkour. You can take as much time as you want, but yeah. That last jump, apparently I struggled on. I'm now nervous of losing internet connection. But literally just need another 10 minutes before my computer can hate internet as much as it wants. Yes. I say that because I'll just randomly have bad internet connection, and today's one of those days, so I'm just really hoping for it. I don't want to rebeat a whole Citadel. It'll take me another... It won't take me another hour, but it'll take me a long time. Thankfully, these are only kill bricks, but they can pack a punch, especially when you fail towards the end, so just try to keep good health and be careful doing these. As I fell twice now at the last one. I'm keeping at least 50 HP for this, because although you can do it back in less than 50 HP, it's still good to have them. And it's good to not fall off at the very end twice in a row. Yeah, there's just all this gameplay you have to do. Thankfully, you can take your time on it, as it's only intense. It was pretty much remorseless earlier, but yeah. Just have to hit the button, you can go across these. Now you have to dodge all of this gameplay. Well, no, you have to dodge all these things. Good luck, you're gonna need it. As you just have to constantly go around on these. You can jump on those, but yeah, this gets kind of tight towards the end. It might be possible to do the section damageless, but I doubt it, as just some of them have just very complex timings. And I don't think it's quite possible. I've never pulled it off, but we'll see. Also, speaking of not pulling off, I just pulled it off. Let's go. bullet hell. You just have to dodge these. Try not to take too much damage from them. It only does like 5 probably, but still avoid them. You don't want to die now. It really sucks. I mean, you'll be mad, but you'll just get back there because why not? Meet my minion. Oh, you have to dodge Vector. Dwarf, I don't know. Mini. You just have to dodge him. He does a lot of damage. But he's not too bad as you're way faster than him. So you just have to make sure he's avoiding you. And you just have to quickly run away. And yes, this dude literally chases you. So you have to dodge him at the last seconds. So you just have to constantly keep moving. Just make sure you're going from side to side when he's following you. So you can quickly go around. And you just have to do all these weird mechanics. And yes, this stuff does take you with it. I don't think these are collidable. I don't remember. We're going to find out now. The red stuff isn't collidable, but the gray stuff is collidable. Keep that in mind. You have to wait. This Vector dude, can you go away? Sharks. Sharks. Yeah, there's sharks. You just have to kind of go around. You just have to dodge them accordingly. I recommend just walking around this and just dodge them in between. This is what I do for this area. Makes it not too bad. You just have to dodge them accordingly, slowly. To keep going. It's overall one of the easier sections in my opinion, just because it's not too bad though. You can take a ton of damage though. Just be careful. These sharks do 5 damage. Everything really does 5 damage, but nothing too bad. And now you have to dodge everything on these pillars. Thankfully the sharks are gone. Which actually makes this easier because you can just jump between stuff to dodge, but unfortunately you have to jump over stuff. So you can just run across these very quickly. Makes this section actually kind of a bit easier. In my opinion, you're not taking the most damage out of all of them. But yeah, once you're done with that, I think this is the last attack after this one. Which you'll know. There's more attacks. How many more attacks are there? I don't remember them being this many. So you have to go onto the balloon. The balloon has like infinite time, so don't worry. You just have to kind of dodge these. Just stay away from your spacebar or your jump thing. That's what attacks it there. You can pop your balloon and just regenerate it every time. That's what I do just to be extra safe. But you never know. But I mean, you probably don't need to. I do it though because balloons can be a bit scary. So I thought this person had the same attack as me. That would be weird. Alright. Now you have one more. Now what would be scary is if you had to do these while the things are chasing. That would be probably impossible though. Come on, come on, come on. Finally. And now you can just grab your balloon and get this. And then you can pop it again if you want, but now you have to dodge everything. And then do more attacks, and then you win. It's just this over and over again. I'm not showing the boss because, well, you gotta beat the boss on both no matter what. Ooh, that was scary. If you have to, just go through the red, because those gray things are deadly. So just, you don't want your balloon popped. So if you're not gonna make it without just, like, seriously getting hurt, just go through the red. Losing 5 health is better than losing 50. And now we're actually on the last attack. Oh my gosh. This snail thing, this thing is horrible. You can't defeat it, but what you can do is, and you just gotta hit the button. No, it just starts killing you. I think it's frozen. Or you just wait. Yeah, you have to literally outrun. What you have to do is you have to get towards this edge. Just run. Just run away. Just run. Just run. Just run. Just run. This part can be a bit confusing. And, well, I mean, confusing. It was confusing for me, that's it. But this snail, it's gonna chase you. You need to outrun this thing quickly. See, it's right there. This thing's, like, faster than me, essentially. Just run. This thing takes a lot of health. But once you get to this, just run to this button. Run, 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 run. And now you've beaten this. Congratulations. You're done. You beat the Citadel. All you have to do is have internet connection for a solid minute. And then you're good to go. You can actually run through this if you want. Actually, you can't. You gotta wait right here. This time. I wonder what'll happen this year. We'll never. We'll never know. We'll know tomorrow, but we'll never know as of right now. But now you have two things. Since you've gotten the jelly and this, there's two things you can do. You have both of these. He tells you about the thing, but you can unlock this one if you want. But you need to go with the required ingredients. You hit that, and you get your challenge into this. When this instance has a badge, it probably has that too. But yeah, those are those. I hope this is useful in some way. My usual saying. And yeah, happy Easter, and well, I mean today's Easter, but also happy April Fool's Day because tomorrow's April Fool's Day. So yeah, hope you have some good Easter and April Fools and whatever they'll celebrate. And yeah, I'll see you next time for next week's weekly challenges. See you then.